Life is a spiritual game, not a struggle. It may appear chaotic, but behind the surface lies a divine design, one that responds not to effort, but to alignment. You are not here to chase, to beg, or to fear. You are here to speak with authority, to think with power, and to act as one who knows the truth. Before the money comes, before success arrives, before anything is seen with the physical eye, it must first be felt. The game begins within. Your words are not just expressions. They are tools. They are seeds cast into the soil of your subconscious. What you say, you grow. What you expect, you attract. What you fear, you invite. Life gives back to you what you speak over it. You do not win the game by pushing harder. You win by aligning with the unseen law. There is no lack, only blocked vision. There is no delay, only inner resistance. When you release fear, you allow the invisible doors of supply to swing wide open. You are never waiting on the money. The money is waiting on your clarity, your faith, and your preparation. The game demands that you act as if it is already done. To see the invisible as visible, to walk boldly while the world says wait, to give thanks for the harvest while you're still planting the seed. This is not blind faith, it is divine understanding. You are playing with spiritual rules now, and when you play by those rules, life begins to flow. Not fight you. So play with power, play with vision. Speak not of what you lack, but of what is already yours in the unseen. For before the money shows up in the hand, it must first be claimed in the mind. This is the sacred game, and you are not here to lose. You are here to win, by divine right. Most people go through life as if they are at war with circumstances, with people, even with themselves. But life is not a battleground. It is a game, and every game has rules. These rules are not man-made. They are spiritual laws that govern the unseen and the seen. When you understand these laws and apply them with faith, life begins to flow instead of fight. Struggle ceases when you stop resisting and start aligning. You are not here to fight for what's already yours. You are here to remember it, believe in it, and claim it through the power of your words and your trust in the divine order. Victory is not earned through force, but through alignment with spiritual truth. Your words are not empty sounds, they are spiritual commands. When spoken with faith, they move unseen forces into motion. The universe listens not to your wishes, but to your declarations. If you say, I am always provided for, with deep belief, life rearranges itself to make it so. But if you say, I never have enough, the same law responds with lack. You cannot escape the truth that your tongue is a creative tool. Speak, and you build a wall. Speak abundance, and you open the gate. Conviction is the key. Not just speaking, but believing what you say as already true. That is how you call forth your desire from the invisible into the visible. Your life is always reflecting the story you are telling. Change your words, and you change your world. Every moment of your life, you are creating a result. Whether you know it or not, your dominant thoughts, emotions, and words are forming your experiences. This is what it means to demonstrate. You demonstrate health or illness, wealth or lack, love or rejection, depending on what you hold in your consciousness. It is not only faith that brings things to pass, fear does too. Fear is inverted faith, and it draws in the very thing you hope to avoid. So you must choose your inner state with care. Are you trusting the invisible good, or rehearsing the worst case scenario? The law does not judge, it simply produces according to the belief behind your thoughts. You are the artist painting on the canvas of life. Faith colors your world with beauty. Fear brings in shadows. What you demonstrate is always a reflection of the energy you carry within. What you live on the outside is shaped by what you hold. On the inside, nothing happens by chance. Every situation, every delay, every breakthrough is a mirror reflecting the beliefs that dwell in your subconscious. If you believe the world is against you, life will show you evidence of it. If you believe you are divinely guided, life will open doors you never imagined. This is the law of outpicturing. Life projects your thoughts and beliefs like a film onto the screen of reality. You cannot hide your inner world from the lit, faithfully reproduces it. So if you desire change, don't try to force the outer. Instead, gently correct the inner. See yourself as worthy, safe, abundant, and loved. Then life will align with that picture. Because what is impressed upon the mind is always expressed in time. There is no shortage in the spiritual realm. All that you need, money, opportunities, love, health already exists in divine abundance. But it cannot flow into a mind clouded by doubt, fear, or unworthiness. The supply is not the issue. Your receptivity is. Just as a closed hand cannot receive a gift, a mind closed by negative belief cannot receive the blessings waiting to unfold. You must prepare the mental atmosphere for the good you seek. Declare yourself ready. Expect your good with joy, not anxiety. Release the old stories of lack and open your consciousness to divine provision. Say within, I am open and ready to receive every good thing prepared for me. When the mind is lifted to that level of faith and expectancy, divine supply rushes in on time, in perfect form, and often in ways far beyond what you imagined. Your subconscious mind is always listening. It does not reason, question, or judge. It simply receives what you repeatedly affirm and turns those words into experiences. If you say, I'm unlucky, it believes you. If you say, nothing ever works out for me, it agrees and sets life in motion to prove it. But if you say, everything is working together for my highest good, it also believes you, and it opens the way for it to be so. The subconscious is like fertile soil. It does not choose the seed, but it grows whatever is planted. Your words are seeds. Speak in alignment with truth, love, and abundance. Let no careless word pass your lips, for every word is a prophecy. Speak as if the outcome is already guaranteed. Speak health. Speak success. Speak joy. What you speak with repetition and emotion, your subconscious accepts as land. Life responds in perfect reflection. In the game of life, logic is not your master, intuition is. True success is not built on force, but on flow. Often, your reasoning will say, that's impossible, while your inner voice whispers, go anyway. Intuition is the voice of divine direction, always gentle, never loud. It leads you to right timing, right people, right action, but it may not always make sense to the logical mind. Many miss their blessing because they waited for everything to look perfect on paper. But the spirit moves beyond facts and figures. When you obey that quiet nudge within, doors open, paths appear, and things fall into place effortlessly. Logic sees only what is. Intuition knows what can be. Your success lies not in pushing harder, but in listening deeper. Trust the inner signal, it never misleads. Obedience to intuition is obedience to divine guidance. Success is simply its reward. When you resist, you create tension. When you fight against what is, you block the very good that's trying to reach you. But when you release resistance, the divine can move freely on your behalf. Non-resistance is not weakness. It is spiritual strength. It is saying, I trust the higher plan even when I don't understand the moment. It is choosing peace over panic, surrender over struggle. What you resist, you energize. What you accept with calm faith, you neutralize and transform. If someone wrongs, you bless them and release them. If a door closes, trust that a better one is being prepared. The law works in stillness, not in stress. Your part is to remain inwardly unmoved, knowing all things are being rearranged for your good. The more you let go, the more the blessings flow. When you stop resisting life, life stops resisting you. Imagination is not idle daydreaming, it is the workshop of creation. What you see and feel in the inner world becomes the blueprint for your outer world. The secret lies not just in the picture, but in the feeling behind it. If you imagine success but feel doubt, you delay your good. But if you imagine success and feel it as already true, you activate the law. Feel it real, walk as if, speak as if, breathe as if. The thing you desire is already yours. Your subconscious does not know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined with emotion. When you dwell in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you impress that reality upon the subconscious and it must express itself in your experience. Everything begins with an image and a feeling. Create the picture, infuse it with faith. Live from it, not toward it. What you faithfully imagine, you will inevitably live. Victory in the game of life does not come by chance, it comes by conscious alignment. When your thoughts are rooted in faith, your words speak life, and your actions reflect confidence. You move in divine power. But if your mind is filled with doubt, your words speak fear, and your actions contradict your desire. You create confusion in the spiritual field. The law responds to unity. When you think abundance, speak abundance, and act as if abundance is already yours, nothing can stop the manifestation. Truth is the path, and your alignment to that truth is the key. Do not merely wish, do not just hope, leave, do not wait, walk as if the way is already made. The game is won not by effort, but by inner harmony. Align yourself with the highest truth, and all things will be added unto you.